What up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back to another day, day 212 of Dave's Daily D. Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave. I'm just driving, listening to some Hobson, thinking, processing, and just thoughts start coming to my mind. And I'm thinking to myself, a lot happens, and sometimes we don't acknowledge or recognize or process any of it. And in my own personal life, lots of changes, lots of surprises, lots of things have happened, things that you just sit and you wonder, like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, I'll take control of this. Hey, my hands are kind of tied with this. You know what, I'm done with this. Like, there's so many things that you go through, and you have to process and figure out what's the right decision, what's the right thing to do. Sometimes people don't do what the right thing to do is. They kind of just hang on and dwindle and let things just happen, and it affects other people. And as I've been going through my stuff, I've had a lot of really close people around me. People that care, people that, I might talk to or did talk to on a daily basis, of both genders, male, female, or just people that, I've grown to know and that I can talk to, that can talk to me, that listen to my content, that enjoy my content, that, if they need advice, I give them advice. If I need advice, I can ask for advice, or I can vent. It's nice to have them people that you can talk to. It is. But sometimes you get to a point where you have so much going on, so much that you can't, it's almost not even worth talking about sometimes, because especially with somebody who's like an overthinker like me, you're thinking to yourself, like, okay, is it even worth talking about or bringing up? Because you're putting more energy, you're giving more weight to something that might just be a fugazi, just made up in your head, something of that nature. And you start to question yourself, like, do I talk about this? Do I just bury it down? Do I just deal with it? And that's kind of what I did. Like, I pushed some people away. I kept a couple core people around, close that I would talk to. But there's quite a few people around me that they just didn't understand that you get to a point where your energy just feels drained. All you want to do is sleep, hide, grind, negative actions that you think are productive, that are actually, detrimental, that are actually like you trying to cope and you trying to deal with situations. And it's, instead of, processing these things, you're actually just suppressing and trying to run away from it. You're trying to keep yourself so busy that you don't think about it. And it's such a natural mechanism psychologically for us to do it. I see so many other people do it, but I know me, it's something that I've done almost my whole life, that I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go see a professional to talk about some of these things, to, actually learn how to process consistently, rather than when, always trying to be there for everybody else and always putting my stuff, underneath, and trying to find the joy in helping others. So as I posted on multiple platforms today, trying to think of what exactly I put there, it was in that regard of, in life we have to process things that, putting our head down, our nose to the grindstone, and, grinding and keeping ourselves busy constantly so that we can't, think about anything. It's actually, a negative rather than a positive that we think it is. So you can check that post out. I just put it out there. Sometimes I put thoughts out, sometimes I put logos out, whatever I can put. But as I'm going through this, there are quite a few people that, didn't understand that I was dealing with some things, and they, faulted me, put blame on me. I tried to explain, like, I gave understanding. I tried to, step into their shoes and give perspective and perception to say, okay, I understand why, this person might be feeling this way. But to me, when I tried to explain, I am in a spot where if I don't slow down and learn to stand in my own storm, how can I, branch out and, endure other people's storms? I mean, I was truly struggling. I was having trouble getting into the gym and getting decent workouts. I was having trouble making videos. I was having trouble getting through my day-to-day and just losing motivation for anything. And it was just one of those things where, there's people that are supportive. There's other people who are supportive. But, they reach a breaking point where they start expressing, their issues on, how you're, acting differently. And it's just, to me, there's acting different, because, you're going through some trauma, you're trying to deal with and process things, and you just need some time. And then there's just faking and lying and not actually, being upfront about your expectations or, what you want or any of that thing. So everything in life, like I said in an earlier video this week, the other video that I posted, like I'm acting like I'm posting videos every day right now, communication, communicating expectations, understanding perspective, understanding perception, all of those things. They're so important, because if we don't take a moment to, put ourselves in somebody else's shoes and where they're coming from, we have no idea what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they're going through. Everybody is going through some stuff. We don't know. A lot of us don't talk about it. Some of us only talk about a portion of it. So, I mean, especially, I don't want to say what, because there's a lot of women out there that, they endure a lot and they don't talk about it, especially in a lot of different situations. But, men are cast as these strong specimen that are, not supposed to feel anything. We're not supposed to, talk about anything. We are just supposed to wake up, grind, do what we're supposed to do, suck it up, pull ourselves together, and, go home, go to bed. We're supposed to provide. We're supposed to be strong, and we're not supposed to feel anything. And it's not true. We are supposed to feel things. We are supposed to talk about things. We are supposed to be human. And, it's one of those things we got to try to break that stigma out there that we are all people. We all feel things. Some of us less than others, but we still all feel things. We all at some point will feel something that we might not have processed, and it's not a good thing. It could have major negative effects on us long term. So a thing that I go through in life for me, as I continue through this video, just to kind of branch and further a little bit about me, is I'm somebody who always wants to grow. I always want to be the best that I can be. I want to make a difference in this world. I have always wanted to have a family. I've always wanted to be a husband, a father. I have made decisions that I am not proud of. I have also made decisions that I thought were going to, I was misled maybe, and things didn't go the way that I had hoped and that was discussed. I can't change the past. I can't change anything that has happened. I can only try to be better. But like for me, I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to be better. And I always want to make a difference. And when I get to a point where, I feel like I'm not making a difference, if I feel like I'm not being appreciated, if I feel like I am not connecting and making some sort of an impact in somebody's life with something, if I just feel stagnant, like it just weighs on me. And I can't even truly openly talk about everything right now. I'm just, I'm still just kind of, not something that I'm, jumping to talk about yet, but just one of those things that, we go through life. But for me, as I get back on track and on point here, all I want to do is be great. All I want to do is make a difference. All I want to do is be there for people. And I'm a very passionate, high energy, intense person. Not bad intense, but like, I am extremely passionate. So when I am passionate about things, when I care about things, I am going to give you every ounce of energy, every ounce of what I have to offer. I'm very, intellectual, intelligent. I'm going to try to put every resource that I can put into trying to help somebody into a situation, especially when I care for them, or if I know that they're in trouble or struggling and they could use that help, they can use them resources. So to me, I've went through life being told like, oh, you're too much, or this and that, and it's a hurtful thing. So you have to wake up and tell yourself like, hey, those other people just didn't understand. They couldn't, relate to that. So as we go through life, we all have to recognize that, not everybody's always going to understand us, and that's okay. And we just have to make the most of it. We have to wake up, and some people might treat us poorly. Some people may use us. Some people may, want to hurt us. And, we don't have to be negative. We don't have to react. We don't have to retaliate. Sometimes it's just easier just to wake up, just hope for them, pray for them, whatever you believe in. Turn the other cheek, or, show them a kindness, because, your good deeds or the good things that you say and do are going to show and maybe make a difference to that person. They might wake up one day and realize, like, okay, wow, I was terrible to that person, and, I took that person for granted, or I treated them like crap, and, they did everything. They gave me their all, and I just, shit all over them. So, this video kind of went all over the place, but, there's a lot of nuggets of good information. Just remember, it's such a good thing to tell people that you love them. It's such a good thing to be open and honest and upfront, to communicate, and try to just be the best person that you can be every single day. Don't compromise your beliefs. Don't compromise who you are. And, keep striving on to be the best person that you can be. I hope everybody has a good rest of their Tuesday. I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a trying time, but I continue to push on, and I will never give up, and just hope to, continue enjoying and being blessed with the ability to wake up and live life. So have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys later.